Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fajar Mur Fantoro. I am student professional teacher education program of Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa University of Yogyakarta. I present the result of research improvement of learning outcomes and social skill in science and technology learning through the project-based learning model in class 4 of SDN Yogyakarta. Background to this research: one of the efforts to improve learning outcomes and social skills of students is by using the project-based learning model, which is an innovative learning model that is student-centered and place teacher as motivator and facilitator, where students are given the opportunity to create a project based on what they have learned according to the creativity of a student. This model can train students to dare to ask something that the thing is not clear and allow students to be more creative in the learning process. Conditional before the study grade for SDN8 low learning outcomes social skill model solution is applying the model project based learning. Okay, next method use a research method. Research of classroom action. Project-based learning model. This research was conducted in the two cycles. A cycle consists of two meetings where learning of as cycle use the project-based learning model. Research subject a grade for student SDN8. Data collection techniques, interview, observation, and documentation. Success indicator: students get a French score of 75% and above. Okay, next Rexul and discussion. Based on the data above during the research of learning outcomes and social skill of students through the project-based learning model, it shows pre-cycle average student learning outcomes score 20%. Cycle 1 score average student learning outcomes of 60%. Cycle 2 cycle average student learning outcomes 86%. It can be seen in the initial condition that the percentage of students who research the KKM was 20%, and in the physical in increases to the number of students who research the KKM modes F 60%. In the second cycle, the average score of students with the percentage of students who research the KKM was 86%. Increased in cycle 2 indicator of cooperation, tolerance, respect for the risk of the having social sensitivity in the very good criteria increased from 40% to 53.3 in the first cycle, and the good criteria increased from 30.3 to 40% in the second cycle. The moderately reduction criteria from 13.3 in the first cycle to 6.6% in the second cycle. The lag criteria decreased from 6.6% to 0% in the second cycle, and the criteria were very less decreased from pre-action 13.3 to 0 in the second cycle. Conclusion: this can be seen in the increase in the percentage of complex of student science learning outcomes, namely in the pre-cycle student learning complex be 20%, then increased to 60% in the first cycle and increased again in cycle 2 to 86%. The increase from pre-action to cycle 1 for indicator of cooperation, tolerance, respect for the risk of other having social sensitivity with very good criteria, increased from 40% in cycle 1 to 53.3% on good criteria, increased from 30.3 to 40%. In cycle 2, the criteria form materially decreased from 13.3 in cycle 1 to 6.6%. In cycle 2, criteria for likes decreased from 6.6% to 0% in cycle 2, and the criteria were very less decreased from pre-action 13.3% to 0 in the second cycle.